By the end of this video, you will know who is responsible for the spread of coronavirus in India and what can you do to stay safe. On December 31st, 2019, China informed WHO about its first case of coronavirus. And many countries, which are doing pretty well now, immediately started taking measures. For example, Taiwan was supposed to become the biggest hotbed after China, but it did not, because it immediately started testing people coming from abroad. And today, when most of the world is struggling, Taiwan has only 6 people dead and less than 400 infected. They did not even lock down their country, and their economy will not be hampered like others. Countries like Sweden, Germany and South Korea have also been doing a fantastic job because they acted on time. Did India act on time? Well, that's something that you will decide. Here are the facts. January 13th, first case of novel coronavirus outside China confirmed. January 30th, public health emergency of international concern declared. February 17th, World Health Organization issues guidance on mass gathering and taking care of ill travelers. February 21st, WHO director warns that the window of opportunity is narrowing. 11th March, WHO characterizes COVID-19 as a pandemic. You did not know this because Indian media kept you busy with other news during that time. But do you remember what was happening in India during January, February and March? India welcomed Trump and over 100,000 people gathered together at the Sardar Patel Stadium on February 24th, that is just 7 days after WHO issued warnings against mass gatherings. Delhi faced communal riots that began on 23rd February, incited by, well, we all know whom. But this started a day after WHO Director General warned that the time to act is now.
We're getting more visuals of the rebel MLAs inside.
MLAs were being bought and a government was being formed in Madhya Pradesh on 23rd March, that is 11 days after COVID-19 was declared a pandemic.
ये कार्यक्रम सुन्नी इस्लाम से संबंधित संस्था तबलीगी जमात का था जो साल भर चलता है.
Now the question is the Indian media blaming minorities for the spread of the virus to save the face of the government, which did nothing during the most crucial time to stop the virus? This is what our Prime Minister was tweeting 20 days after public health emergency of international concern was declared. And did you know that as early as February 27th, the World Health Organization had warned about something very important, but India did not stockpile COVID protective equipment for health workers, despite clear WHO guidelines. Instead, this is what Modi ji tweeted one day after the WHO warning.
कर्नाटक के कलबुर्गी में लॉकडाउन का सरेआम उल्लंघन किया गया. लोगों ने सिद्धलिंगेश्वर रथ यात्रा में बड़ी संख्या में हिस्सा लिया.
It is true that a few sections of different communities are committing stupid acts in India during this pandemic, but the whole community cannot be blamed for actions of a few, especially with the intention of shifting the blame of the failure of the government to those who are uneducated and unaware.
कुछ दिन पहले फिलिस्तीन के गाजा में कोरोना वायरस के 2 मामले सामने आए थे और ये पता लगा कि ये दोनों लोग पाकिस्तान में तबलीगी जमात के कार्यक्रम में हिस्सा लेकर वहां लौटे थे.
Indian media is creating a communal divide by blaming minorities for spreading the coronavirus. Isn't it shameful that the executive director of the World Health Organization's health emergency program had to say this for India?
Having COVID-19 is not anybody's fault. Every case is a victim and every case needs to be treated with sensitivity as the health workers who treat them. So it's very important that we are not profiling COVID-19 along racial, along religious, along ethnic lines. This is not helpful.
But our media continues to propagate hatred against one community even in these trying times, and some celebrities are working overtime to fuel the fire.
मैंने जो ट्वीट किया उसमें कुछ भी मैंने गलत नहीं लिखा है. मैं अपने ट्वीट पे अभी भी कायम हूँ और आगे भी रहूँगा.
All this is being done to distract people from the failure of the government.
कि मुंबई के बांद्रा में मस्जिद के पास किसने भीड़ जुटाई? लॉकडाउन में हर भीड़ मस्जिद के पास ही क्यों जुटती है? बांद्रा स्टेशन पर जो हजारों लोग आए वो मजदूर नहीं थे, वो किराए पर बुलाए गए एक्टर थे. मोदी सरकार को इस वक्त बदनाम करने की साजिश हो रही है. दोस्तों ये समझिए, ये पूरी अंतर्राष्ट्रीय साजिश है भारत के खिलाफ.
आप बताइए, जब से
21 तारीख से हमने रोटी का शक्ल नहीं देखा, जो कि इसी हाथ से रोटी बना के देने वाला आदमी। हम कारीगर इंसान हैं, मैं नहीं भत्तेरे कारीगर है। आज 4 दिन से पेट भर का खाना नहीं खाया हमने, मिल ही नहीं रहा। तो
होटल पे जॉब करता हूँ मैं, नॉर्थ इंडियन डिश बनाता हूँ, जो भी 500-600 मिलते हैं, लेकिन मैं डेली लेता हूँ। फिलहाल होटल बंद नहीं, इसलिए मजबूरी में पड़ा
मजबूरी से खड़ा रहना पड़ता है।
हाँ,
हम तंदूर का कारीगर हैं हम, ठीक है। 600 रुपये मिलते हैं तंदूर पे, रोज लेते हैं, रोज खाते हैं, रोज कमाते हैं। लेकिन जब आते हैं कमा के यहीं सोते हैं, यहीं खाते पीते, खत्म हो जाते पैसे, फिर हम जाते हैं।
आप बताओ बाबूजी, मोदी ने ये करवा दिया, हम कहाँ जाएंगे गरीब आदमी?
भूख के मारे बीमारी नहीं होगी इन सबको? बताइए आप, ये कहाँ पे जाएंगे? सब अलग अलग प्रांत के हैं ना, इनको छत छुपाने की जगह बारिश आए तो ना सोने की जगह, सब ऐसे ही हैं बेचारे। और इधर पुलिस मारती है।
इधर बैठो तो इधर से भगाते हैं, बोलते हैं भाग जाओ। ट्रेन बंद है, कहाँ भाग जाऊँ?
In any case, no one can deny the fact that the two biggest boasters of the world have failed in controlling the spread of coronavirus in their respective countries. One of them has blamed it openly on the immediate past president Barack Obama, and the other, well, we all know what is happening in India.
और आभार कैसे व्यक्त करेंगे? ताली बजा करके, थाली बजा करके, घंटी बजा करके।
As the privileged class got busy with this stupidity, keeping aside all norms of social distancing, it conveniently forgot about millions of migrant laborers who have got nothing to eat and hundreds of miles to walk. And as if this was not enough, another task was given.
मैं फिर कहूंगा, मोमबत्ती, दिया, टॉर्च या मोबाइल की फ्लैश लाइट 5 अप्रैल को रात को 9 बजे 9 मिनट तक जरूर जलाएं।
नो कोरोना गो!
Narendra Modi is a public servant and he is accountable to the people of India for his actions and inaction alike. It should not be this easy for any government to escape its failures by using media to divide us on communal lines. If you desire an honest government that really works for you, you need to work hard to get your facts right and question what is wrong. So stay safe, stay home and stop watching television news because it is sold out to the government. Issued in public interest by Media Matters for India.